guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be filming two videos today, and they are my Q&A video and my top 15 songs that I've just been vibing with. So this one is going to be my Q&A video. If you want to keep on watching, just keep on watching. Okay. The first question I got asked was, what made you get into YouTube videos? What made me get into YouTube videos simply was because many people asked me questions about makeup, and I told many people like the same thing over and over, and I thought, hey, why not like make a YouTube video like to show everyone? Like I thought that was cool, and I saw other people do YouTube videos, and I like wanted to be like a YouTube star. So that's the main reason why I did it, is because to help out other people, and I'm still trying to do that. And my goal is to become famous, but not to become famous to make money or anything like that. It's to become famous so I could teach people how to do makeup, because in a way I see makeup as my only talent that I could share. Are you speaking Spanish as well? Okay, I could speak Spanish, but if you want me to speak Spanish, it takes me a long time to process the sentence that I'm just going to say. If you wanted me to do a YouTube video in all Spanish, I couldn't do that. I'm sorry. I was fluent in Spanish growing up. Spanish was my first language, and as I started school, I started losing it because English became my main language. So I'm sorry for that. At what age did you start doing your makeup? I believe I was 12 or 13 years old, around that age group. I remember I was like in the 7th grade, so I was probably 12 or 13. I probably was going to turn 13. What are your favorite makeup items and brands? To be highlight. I love highlight so much. Like, it's not even funny. For a while, I think I'm kind of toned down on my obsession of highlight, but I love highlighting my face. Like, I feel like I can't do anything. Like, my makeup is not complete without highlight. And my favorite makeup brands, okay, so my favorite makeup brands, drugstore has to be Wet n Wild. I do like that one. That one has never disappointed me so far. It's been really good. And Hyatt, I think has to be Tarte. I really like the way Tarte has their stuff. What is your favorite school subject? I guess the easiest one I'm good at, like the one I'm really good at, has to be math. But I don't like my math class at the moment. But my favorite class, I guess right now, is English. Even though I suck at English, I like my teacher a lot. And the next question I got asked was, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is pink. Pink and like turquoise. Somebody asked me, who was your first boyfriend? My first boyfriend was in the 6th grade, and sorry I mess up a lot while I'm talking, okay? Okay, was in the 6th grade, and we dated for a whole month, and the reason why we broke up was because he was cheating on me with my best friend. It was in the 6th grade. It was really dumb in general to date, and it was really dumb to cheat in the 6th grade. Why do I do YouTube? As I said earlier, is to teach people how to do makeup. Because I'm not gonna lie, it is so frustrating when I'm at school and I see girls who don't know how. There's no rules to makeup. You gotta understand, there's no rules, but there's like a right way to put eyeliner and to do certain things. Like eyeshadow, you have to know how to blend. If you don't know how to blend, don't put on eyeshadow. Don't put on eyeshadow if you don't know how to blend. If you don't know how to blend, then learn how to. There you go, okay? There's a solution to every problem, okay? So what do you want to be when you get older? I want to become a cardiothoracic surgeon. And the main reason why I wanted to do that was because of Grey's Anatomy. But I found a better reason for the purpose of me becoming a surgeon, a cardiothoracic surgeon, for that fact, for the matter, or whatever, how you say it. So I just want to say that I live in El Paso, Texas. That's all I'm going to say. If you don't know where that is, well then, sucks for you. But I live in El Paso, Texas, and there are a lot of Hispanics within the population. And we are really close to the border, Mexico, and it's because of all the food we eat. There's a lot of people here. In general, there's a lot of people that have diabetes. But I feel like there are a lot more people here in El Paso that have diabetes because of where we live and the food we eat. And once they get diagnosed with certain heart problems or things like that, they don't have the resources here in El Paso to get better treatments. like they have to go outside of El Paso, they have to leave their home, they have to go to either Dallas, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, and it's so far from home. Like, if this is their home, it sucks that they have to leave to do that. And I feel like if I become a cardiothoracic surgeon, hopefully I become a really good one, and I'm able to come back to the community, I could bring something back to my city of El Paso. So, next question was, who has influenced you in your life? If you want to talk about celebrities, well then it would be Selena Gomez, because I've been watching her since I was younger and she's never gone crazy on me, and I love all her music, and I feel like I relate to her in some ways. I know that sounds funny, but when I mean that, it's because when she was going through with whatever she went through with Justin Bieber, I had like my own situation over here, and I remember I was just watching the video, The Heart Wants What It Wants, and when she says that first intro of her video, what she says makes me cry. Till this day, like, if I'm just alone watching it, I will cry. If I'm with like friends or family, or I'm just watching it right now, I probably wouldn't cry. But if I am thinking about things like that, I do relate to her on that point of view. Like, I freaking love her, and I love the fact that she does whatever she wants, and she's the Instagram queen, and she's dating The Weeknd. Like, Jesus, what? I freaking love her. Like, she has influenced me. Like, I remember she was voted one of like, something about, she was like the top woman or something. Wait, I'll be right back. Hold up. I think what, I still have the cover. And I was gonna send it in through the mail, I believe. I remember I did some research, and if you have pictures of her or something, you could send them through the mail and she'll sign them for you. You have to put, I think, money in it, and then it comes back to you signed. And I wanted to get this signed, but I was too lazy to do all of that stuff. But she was the Woman of the Year, and I think after this she became more of an idol for me. So yeah, that's cool. One of my celebrity influences. Now, if you want to talk about personal influences, that would be my parents. The reason being was because they had me very young, and many people doubted them, that they weren't going to make it, and they proved everyone wrong, and they influenced me in a way where I have a statistic to beat, and that statistic is you are 3 times as more likely, I believe, that if you are a product of teen pregnancy, you will get pregnant. Like during 15, 16, like your teen years, that you're 3 times as likely to get pregnant because you're a teen product. I believe that's the statistic. Sorry, I can't say that word. And I want to be able to prove that statistic wrong. So that's why my parents are one of my influences. Moving on, how do you deal with, in general, how do you deal with negativity? I deal with negativity by giving me power. Because when somebody tells me you can't do that, I'm like, yes I can, watch me. It gets me mad that there's people out in social media that they'll put something out on social media, or they put it out into the world, and they don't like the negative feedback that they get from it. And you, like, I may not be the biggest YouTuber ever, but I'm pretty sure there's people that watch me and don't like me. Pretty sure. But if it weren't for them watching my video, I wouldn't get the views I get, probably. Like, there are those extra 5 views that I get within a video. Do you understand? That's the thing. If you are willing to put something out into the world, and no, you gotta understand, everything you put out into the world is not always gonna get good feedback. There's always gonna be that one person who has to say something bad. And you gotta be able to handle it, because if you don't, then you shouldn't be posting things or putting things out into the world. And that's one thing I have this setting around my head. I'm about to go put this. If people don't like it, I'm gonna have to deal with it, because there's gonna be people that do and do not like it. And honestly, it's just negativity. You gotta turn it into something positive. You gotta take away that ugly thing and just be like, no, I'm gonna change it. I hate it when people say, oh, it's impossible. I forgot in what class or how I learned this, but the definition of impossible means it's possible. Not necessarily do you go and look up impossible and it says that, but someone told me that, and since that I've always believed that. When somebody tells you, I remember I was talking to my teacher and I'm not going to say his name, some kid, and we were talking about making the top 10. Right now I'm top 10%, I believe, and I'm trying to make it into the top 10, and they told me that's very hard because you have to start from your freshman year. And he kept saying, oh, it's just going to be hard for you, it's just going to be hard for you, and so did my teacher. And then I told both of them, it's not impossible though. And my teacher said, you're right, it's not impossible. It's going to be hard, but it's not impossible. People need to understand that. When people come and tell you, oh, you're ugly, oh, they have to say something about the way you are, or they have to say something about people around you, you just gotta be like, you know what, screw you. I'm a much better person than you, and that's it. Like, you can't let negative people get to you, or negativity in general, like, at all. Like, you can't let any of that. You have to be positive. Your positivity has to overpower every bad thing that comes your way, because you're like, no. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes bad things come to me and I want to be down on myself, but I'm like, no, you can't be like that. You can't feel sorry for yourself for the rest of your life. You have to continue and keep going. So that's how I deal with my negativity, is just to overpower it with my positivity. It's hard, but it's not impossible. That was like a little deep, I'm sorry. Some of these things are a little deep, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that way. What is your favorite type of clothing? My favorite type of clothing, if you want to talk about style, it wouldn't be this. My favorite style of clothing would be just like a plain old t-shirt, jeans, and like some Adidas. Like something comfortable. That's what I like wearing. That's my favorite things to wear. But if you want to talk about brands and stuff, it would be like Forever 21 type of clothing. I don't wear things like this on the daily. But I do like shopping at Burlington, TJ Maxx, and Ross. Hopefully, yeah. Oh my god! Almost fell. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you want to go check out my other video, well then go ahead. You already know my social media. It's all Forever Ashley, girl. Girl, you know it. You know this. Okay? Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all Forever Ashley. You got it. 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 Okay, bye. Gotta go. Bye.